闇に包まれる信仰の街、精霊なる呪いが集う場所。さあ、まじないの歌を歌いましょう。フェイト、グランドオーダー、エピック・オブ・レムナント、異端なるセイレム。
Hello everyone, welcome back to Fate Grand Order. Between parts, I actually did do some rank up quests. Notably, I did Hans because, well, hey, that's good. Letting you give people meter. Hey, that's a solid update. Anyways, let's continue on with the sixth knot here. This is interesting and kind of scary. So let's go with just an all-around good party member being someone's Merlin. Let's do a Merlin. And then, I mean, because if we go like, no matter what, if I were to use my stalling team, I think I'd be pretty good. So like let's get ready to stall them all. And let's see here. Let's get one that gives you guts, critical strength. Nah, I want one that just gives you a lot of meter gain there. 3 times evade, quick card up. Noble Phantasm by 50%. Noble, see, but the strength doesn't matter to you. C-star drop rate by 20. Nah. Quick card up for C-stars. Begin Noble Phantasm at 50% and increase. That would be not bad, actually. I'll put that on you. And as for you, I'm gonna give you the fragment, or no, the Prismacosmos there. So this will be team screw you. We're going to go through this like this. And I'm gonna switch you off. So I can switch off for a level 4. So let's go with, you know, let's go by cost. And let's just see here. If I go by cost, I can put in who is fairly cheap and will be quite good. I mean, you're real good. And so if we give that to you, 50% meter, sure. You know what? Let's give this a go. And we'll get to try out, you know, stall them all, Hans Christian Andersen. So let's give this a go. Whatever we're facing, I have no clue. And considering this sixth knot here is a single peg, I'm expecting lots of story. Let's see, how much story are you gonna load? That's a decent amount. The next morning, Salem, day 7. Man, I didn't think I was gonna be this dark out. Might as well still be nighttime. Guess got something to do with the weird time nonsense. Ah! And nothing quite takes your mind off things like an ear-shattering scream in the morning. I don't even want to know what this is about. I like Robin a lot. Robin's great. The well outside, it's all full of tar. And the milk's gone so rotten, it looks like cottage cheese. Now how am I gonna make our morning porridge? How could the start of our day possibly get any worse? That is your concern? Would it kill you to grill some pork chops occasionally? So tired of porridge. It's not just any old porridge, it's my special Kekleon porridge. And I'll have you know, Kekian porridge is made with... What are you shouting about so early in the morning, Auntie? Why are there more servants appearing? Also, hi. Oh, Medea, haven't seen you in... Wait, what? I swear to Hakate that you'll never ever call me Auntie again. You hear me, Medea? Wait, you can't be Medea. Okay, who are you? Teehee? Oh. Just a little illusion to disguise me. And the Queen of Sheba lent me some of her power. I might be good at makeup, but disguises are another thing altogether. At any rate, the whole village is in total chaos. It's not just the well water. There's also a swarm of insects, birds, and of course this pitch black sky. At this point, if the dead got up and started wandering around, I don't think I'd even bat an eye. I mean, they have. They literally have. Abby, you still have a bad fever. Please try and stay in bed. You've been sweating in the night. Here, let me dry you off. Oh, Mash, you're exaggerating. I feel great now. All I needed was a good night's sleep. I have to thank you and Mr. Ringmaster again for all your help. I'm sorry, but I really do have to ask you to stay in bed. I know it's very dark out right now, but it's still morning. Your fever has only gone down a little. I'll bring you some breakfast in bed, so please get some more rest. Okay, I'll do as you say, Mash. Thank you. Mash, could I ask you for a favor? What is it? Do you think you could find Lavinia for me? She must be scared out in the woods, all by herself. Nowhere to go. Okay. And please don't punish her, just make sure she gets on her boat. Okay. I'll hold you to that. Something tells me it's not going to be that easy. Because there's enemies that are question mark element, which either means we're fighting a large variety of enemies, or it's a demon god pillar. Town Hall Provisional Court. Defendant, Charles Henry Sanson. Play that Ace Attorney music, white boy. Oh, wow, that is a great way to get Matahari to be here, is to be Medea. I was like, why? But now it makes sense. Can I talk to you for a moment, Tanner? I guess that Medea's Matahari then? Right, that's Matahari disguised as Medea. I managed to speak to Sanson alone earlier. Tried to give him some of my medicine just in case, but he refused to accept it. You mean the medicine to fake your death? Right, the same stuff I made for Matahari. I admit it's tricky to use. I mean, it really does kill you, at least for a while. Still, he might end up needing it depending on how this trial goes. But he refuses to even entertain the possibility. Does he have some kind of plan of his own? What point could there be possibly in sacrificing himself? Just what is that dummy thinking? I think the only way we can save him is in court. I just don't get it. Why would he go out of his way to choose the more dangerous option? Why do men always do stuff like this? It's because we're stupid. Like, look, let's be real here. Men, we got two heads. The blood can only rush to one of them at a time, if you know what I'm saying. Hey-o. Order! This court is now in session, but before we begin, I would like a moment of silence for the late Judge Hopkins, who devoted the last day of his life to hunting down the witches plaguing our fair town. Reverend, would you mind saying a few words of prayer? Ding dong, the witch is dead. Alright, let's continue. And by witch, I mean him, because he's the worst. Well, that concludes the testimony of our brave constables who are on the scene. Lavinia Wesley, Judge Hopkins' murderer, is still on the loose. Soldiers from the militia are searching for her as we speak, but with no luck in this poor weather. Now, where was Abigail Williams, the other person of interest in these events? As her legal guardian, do you have anything to say on her behalf, Mr. Carter? Abigail is currently recuperating from physical and mental exhaustion. I will be defending her. Very well. Now then, Charles Henry Sanson, you've altered to serve as Hopkins' bodyguard. Harry, you have completely failed in your charge of keeping him safe. And perhaps even more seriously, you assisted Lavinia in making her escape from the scene. According to the constable's testimony, you were acting virtually as a lunatic. Do you admit to the truth of these allegations? I do. It's all true. Oh, okay. Don't know about this plan, bud. But it's clear you were conspiring to murder his honor all along. What other explanation is there for this? Objection! I'm gonna show you my attorney badge. These circumstances were beyond his control. I disagree, Ringmaster. Sanson is a skilled and experienced fighter, and should have been more than capable of handling the situation. What else could have kept him from upholding his duty to keep his honor safe? Ringmaster Tanner? As the leader of your troop, I understand that you are here to defend Sanson's case. But you will watch your tongue while in court.
Remember, this comes on the heels of the execution of one of your members, Matahari, wherein that sentence by attempting to lead our people astray. One could certainly draw the conclusion that they were acting on your orders. The only way to do so walk free is the absence of both evidence and accusations made against you.
It's going awfully far. Your Honor, I have evidence. Oh? Okay. These people have been my guests, or so I thought. And they have been very good to my niece. However, if that is simply the way they operate, I may have unwittingly invited demons into my own house. Mr. Carter, what are you saying? Oh, God.
You will hold your tongue. Go on, Mr. Carter.
They are harboring a criminal in our own village. One who is meant to be dead no less. They are hiding Tituba out in the woods even after she was supposed to have been executed. How do you know this?
If she sense of guilt, it's no longer a question. Take him to hell.
That was fast. This is absurd. This is completely absurd. Stop this, Uncle. Abby. I'm sorry, Master. I tried to stop her, but she begged to let her go. Abigail, the decision has already been made. This can't be right. Sanson isn't a sinner. Can't you all see that for yourselves? He's only ever tried to do the right thing. Are you sure about that? Sanson himself feels tremendous guilt over his sins and is trying to atone for them. He will be punished according to laws we God-fearing people of Salem set down to protect our town. We are passing judgment on our fellow man. Isn't that how it should be? Or are you saying your conscience knows better than God himself? It's not fair. Why won't you understand? Uncle, is this what you wanted to happen all along? Did you invite the troop to stay with us just so you could expose their sins? Is there anyone in this world who has never sinned? Is there any child of Eve unmarked by the serpent's deception? Holy crap! Oh my god! That's a pretty heavy line for a child. This is becoming irritating. As you can see, my niece is severely exhausted. She is in no state to contribute to rational discourse. My apologies, Your Honor. Please don't let her interrupt the proceedings any further.
Very well. Now then, Big Master Terror, as your complicity in these crimes has been exposed, you too must be made to account for them. Normally, I would have you taken into custody immediately. However, you and your troop are also the family of the condemned. As such, should you wish to attend his execution, I will grant that request. What say you?
Of course I wish that, but not for his execution. Pulls out a gun. God, that'd be great.
Your request is granted. And be warned that any attempt to interfere will be dealt with harshly. But stop glaring at me like that. It will change nothing. Constables, keep a close eye on them.
Hands off. Stop trying to resist. Hold on, Abby. Do not lose sight of yourself. Stop this. Please stop this. This is wrong. Everyone is making a terrible mistake. Man, boy, you suffer hard out of every character in this game. Charles Henry Sanson, if you would like to offer any prayers to God, I will hear them now. I finished my prayers to God long ago. These prayers are for those I executed myself. And let God hear what you have to say. Master, you can't possibly be okay with this, can you? We don't have any tricks up our sleeve this time. Since he's incarnated, Sanson's really going to die. This will end your contract with him. Yeah, he will forget everything that happened to him after he was summoned to Chaldea. You're not seriously gonna let that happen, right? If you're gonna stop them, it's now or never. It's a tiny rural village. Hardly any witnesses to worry about here. What are you waiting for? You can do this, can't you? So go on, do it, before he's gone for good. Senpai. Sanson. I have taken many lives. Lives of criminals, traitors, and heretics. Condemned men, every single one of them. They deserved their deaths. Their sentence was more than enough to rob them of any hope they had. And what greater despair could there be than in the absence of hope? But I continued to torture them far more than necessary. I humiliated them before crowds, inflicted pain and suffering on them far worse than death. This may be my only chance to atone for what I've done. Senpai, they've already put a noose around Sensen's neck. Gotta use a command spell. Command spell, don't die. Don't do it. Stay out of this, Master. Oh, wow. Robin. Let Frenchie do this his way. He's not acting out of desperation. He's up there to help Caldia with our mission. He thought long and hard and decided this was the only choice he had. If you trust him at all, Master, then you can't try to stop him. But if he was going to do this, why didn't he tell Master about it? Because if he did, Master would stop him. And if he had Mash, it might just be you up there on the gallows now. Or even Master himself. There'd be no coming back from that. I just can't let him sacrifice himself. Are you really telling me you went up against a demon god pillar without being prepared for any casualties? He's off Tanner, Robin. Of course he knew what would happen when he came here. Still, you're right. This is a trap. Benson. I was thinking, like, will something interrupt it? Nope. Oof. Charles. Damn it. Well, you happy now, you goddamn hicks? How many people do you miserable shits need to watch die before you're finally satisfied? Or is that your life's so freaking awful you'd rather stick around watching good people suffer every damn day?
What a foul-mouthed, vile little man. Pay him no heed. More importantly,
guess Your Honor will take Tanner to prison right now. That's a terrifying thing to read, by the way.
good. I've had soldiers on the road, but there's no telling what they might try. Be on your guard.
I see. If only I was a witch. A witch who had turned her back on the word of God. If I were the one true sin, this hollow Salem, an evil aura. Everyone, please listen to me. I have a confession to make. I would like to accuse myself. Oh no! I'm a witch. I hid out in the woods and conducted evil rituals. I led my friends astray. The girls are like, oh boy. Abigail? What are you saying? I'm a witch. I made sacrifices to summon a demon and chanted spells that blasphemed against God. Yeah, Abby's a witch. A demon led us astray. She's a witch. A witch. Filthy witch. Oh, jeez. Did they just throw a rock at her? Oh my god, there's a bleeding child. Oh my god, Abigail's a witch. This is the worst. Stone the one defending her to the... Oh my god, I hate this. And I hate that out of everything that Fate Grand Order has covered, this is the one that's like, yeah, this isn't made up for drama. This happened. Like, obviously the fantasy aspects, no. But the stoning of little girls who, you know, with the witch stuff, yeah. Nessa. This is my punishment to bear. You don't have to endure this. These stones are a lot harder than the props in your place, right? So it's okay. This is not okay. I am not okay with this. Oh boy. All of you, listen. You would throw stones at your own neighbor. You would abandon your fellow believer. Then you, who wish for loneliness, take up a rock. You who despise love, go ahead, cast your stones. For I am Prince Neza, Marshal of the Central Altar, and I will not be crushed by anything less than the great boulders of Five Elements Mountain. It's okay, Neza. These stones don't even bother me. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, jeez. Ah, she ascended. Any more? Ah! Abigail! That looks just like a spirit origin being released. Does this mean Abby was a servant all along? Everyone acts surprised. Although, actually, I didn't know... Okay, I was a bit confused, because, like, there are humans who've joined Chaldea, so I was thinking, like, is Abigail just a person who joins Chaldea? Or is she a servant? I guess she was a servant all along. Could she be an anti-hero witch? Did these trials end up creating an actual witch? How is this possible? It's not. Given all the crap he pulled, Hopkins was a much better fit for our anti-hero. Abby, her threat is rapidly growing. Get back, Tanner. She's definitely a real witch. Though I can't say I care for how blatant she's being about it. Now I see. So this is the stage that's been set for me. Isn't that right, Queen of Sheba? Well then, it's time to show off what I can really do. Come at me, you little punk. I'll give you a first lesson in real witchcraft. Cersei, take it down just a notch, please. Okay, well, question mark element is for Abby, who has now gone second ascension, which... Okay, alright. We'll see what... Because I don't think I've ever seen her actually in her second ascension in battle. Like, everyone only uses the third ascension, so that's the only one that I know how she battles like. So we'll see here. That's a lot of HP. I'm going to take a hard bet that we do not need to actually kill her, just for the sake of, this. So we'll see here. We'll pop on. No, we'll hold off on that. Yeah. So we'll go team beat you by the seat of my pants. Although I don't even know if we'll need to actually beat you or just let her pull off something maybe. Faithful prayer, charge. Yeah, it might be till when she pops her noble phantasm. So we'll see here. What is that on you? Oh, the overcharge increase, right. You know, let's go some of this. Okay, so if she uses it okay, so one is... So if she uses it twice, then she gets her noble phantasm. Oh, that's Hugo that's flying. Oh, that makes sense now. Alright. I'm going to go target focus and this because I feel like she's going to get her noble phantasm, and if not, then we'll do it with our other friend there. So we'll do this. Because all she has to do is pop one of her noble phantasm charge gains, and we'll see. Nope, never mind then. That'll be next time. Yeah, I've not seen these moves. Okay, so now we'll do this. Okay, and because we're invincible, I'm not too worried. So then what we'll do is, we'll just do an attack with mash, and then next turn we'll do some of these here so that we can actually, fully get strong there. We'll see how that goes. This team is probably awful for actually attacking, but boy, geez, will I not die. Wait, oh, she doesn't actually do her noble phantasm, though. Okay. Okay, probably because that would reveal way too much about her, as it might already. So let's go... Should we do Camelot for the... Because that'll give more defense up and attack up. We'll go... This will give more... okay, we'll go like... We'll do that last then. Sure, we'll get lots of stars, because those sea stars will help us out. Come on, charge us up. Man, it's been a while since I've had all your stuff miss like that, but probably because it knows what I'm doing. Okay. We will not die in this battle, but it might take forever. We'll see. It's definitely not going to kill her. It's going to be going until you get her gauge up. But we'll try and get some... We'll do like hero creation mixed with the C-star... Because then, yeah, we got like 15 C-stars. So we'll see who we can get to do big damage here. Faithful Prayer. Well... Gain C-stars each turn. Pop that on you. I think you're probably our best one for attack. We'll do attack up for everyone. We'll do critical strength up, because that's going to be our thing. We'll do critical strength up. You're our best attacker here, so we'll do some of this. Let's see if we can hit for big damage. Not a single crit, huh? 45! Okay. Alright, that's what I want. Let's do that. This'll deal big damage. Oh, but half levels again. I always forget. Okay. Faithful Prayer. Hey, the charge gain can miss, huh? How lucky. You got yours. Hot dang, look at these crits here, huh? Pop that just in case. And let's go... I don't need to... Well, should we do a full combo? Let's do a full combo. Why not? Because then we'll keep getting those C-stars too, which will be real nice. Yeah, that's dealing good damage for sure. And if she gets her Phantasm, then we'll shrug it off too. Everyone's got their super. Okay. And now we'll go... some of this. Oh boy. Hey, you know what? It's a strategy. It is, you know, I mean, this is, people told me, like, yeah, this is an effective strategy that can be used to kind of win against anyone. Especially now that Anderson is better. Though I'm still waiting for his, new sprites, because boy, as soon as I saw his new sprites, I'm like, that's how he should have been, like, right away. Like, it's a bit of a shame that it took so long. Oh well. Okay, hit me, I dare you. Oh no. That did like nothing. We'll heal past that in just a sec. Okay. And let's go... some of this. Just want to keep attacking. I mean, the nice thing is, this is a game where no matter what, you're always going to be doing damage. It's just a case of how much are you going to do compared to, you know, other stuff. I'm going to hold off on that. Let's just get a ton of C-stars here, because then those will help us out, get more crits, which will make our life go faster. Okay. I'm going to hold off on using that per se, although we give C-stars per turn to you, why not? We'll get that going. Yeah, so it's Mermaid's Love now, which at first I was like, why would it be called that? And then I realized, oh wait, the Little Mermaid. That absolutely makes sense. Let's go... Should we use another triple here? Why not? Just keep it going, get them stats up. Why not? Go ahead. This will go one more time. Get just again, just tons of stars. You can't stop the stars. God, and if I gave these guys though the fragment and everything, like we could have got so many each turn. So I guess I will say, you know, we'll definitely see. I'd like to complete this before the Seraph event starts, and what I might even do is just hold off, like, playing it for like a day or so, because it's going to be delayed anyways to actually go through it, so I might as well take a bit of extra time to actually make sure I can do it, you know? Because, like, if I get started on it, I can't, I'll need to take breaks anyways, so yeah, whatever. Okay. Dang. Kind of sucks. Well, let's get some stars here. 48. Okay, well, she missed the one that gave her super, which is, I'll take that. Pop this. And you know what? Then let's do this on you. And let's do this on everyone. And let's do attack up on everyone. And you know what? Heck, let's do this. This'll be it. The big bungo damage. I hate the word bungo. There's all these anime that have bungo in the title, and I hate the phrase bungo. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what we're here for. I'll wait to do another triple super once all my stat ups wear off. Yeah, so let's go. Do this. This should, if that crits, well, I was gonna say it should finish it, but no, it totally won't. Hey, critical miss. We take those. Oh yeah, ow, we're actually kind of starting to hurt here, so pop that on. And let's go. This is so silly, actually. Oh wait, what does your overcharge do, actually? Yours does C-star drop rate and restore HP? Okay, well, then we'll do... And honestly, let's go... Let's get more HP back each turn. This is monstrously silly, and I love it. So, I will say, I'm still surprised that in terms of how far I've got through the game, and the fact that MASH is still not as far progressed as I would have expected. Like, I feel like there's still a lot waiting for it, but then again, like, I only got through Lost Belt once, so I guess whatever, right? We'll see, though, because there's some stuff with her that I'm definitely curious about where they'll go, because I don't know. We'll have to see. Alright. Look at all those defense ups. Ludicrous. Well, if I've ever wanted to see these animations, I am seeing them now. I am looking directly at it. And that should be it. No, it's not. Abby, I gotta give you credit. You can sure take a beating way better than anyone. I wonder if she is actually elementless, or if she instead is a foreigner. Because this was the introduction of the foreigner class, right? So I wonder if she is actually right now labeled in-game as a foreigner, or if she's unknown. We'll have to see. Okay, that'll break, and then end battle. Yes. Alright. That was a dumb idea. That took way too long. That was tremendously long. But hey, we do it. I mean, hey, one full chapter thing being, you know, a half hour, it's actually not bad considering how some of them go. Yeah. The witches are fighting each other. Run away before they curse you. Did you see her twisted smiles? It was like the witch's Sabbath come to life. Oh. Abby. Abigail's back to normal. At least we kept her under control, but now the villagers are going to be more afraid than ever. Move aside, don't you dare resist. We're taking the witch into custody. You two wings. Damned witch. I'm not a witch. I'm the queen witch. Hey, don't touch me. I can turn you into a dog, you know. Senpai, what are we going to do now? No, stop. Please don't take Senpai away. Oh my god, it's all up to you now, Mash. Senpai! I do like Mash being here and her getting such a main character role more than... Because when she was a servant, she was just kind of like... She felt secondary to the main character, but now in this, she feels like she's almost the main character of Salem, which I love. Hehe. Looks like it's you and me together this time, Tanner. Didn't think I'd be doing this, doing time here again. I guess I should be grateful they didn't hang me on the spot. Really light, so hanging would probably be a long and painful death. I'm sorry. You just lost one of your friends. But hey, look on the bright side. Tanner, that's your name, right? At least you've got a beautiful girl here to keep you company. Yeah, I slipped. Yeah, I hate this place. I've had it up to here with this jail and its slippery, slimy floors. Here, let me sit over. Oh, let me sit. Okay. Hi. Wait. Did something just prick my leg? Hey, Tanner? If you care about me at all, even just a little, what do you say we get out of here together? Now, I'm not talking about this jail. I mean, I can get out of here whenever I feel like it, no problem. I mean, to the outside world, beyond Salem. I mean, I'm still a master of Caldia. That's pretty important. Hey, wait a minute. You wouldn't happen to have a ridiculously high tolerance for poison, would you? Maybe a prosthetic leg? Okay. Mash's innate poison resistance, I completely forgot about. And then it comes back up and... Yeah, I see what's going on here. On second thought, never mind. Just forget about it. I'm gonna tickle you! Just stop! I'm sorry, I'll never do it again. Huh? Hang on. We have an unexpected visitor, is that... We threw them in the cell in the back. Don't worry, it's locked up tight. Oh, how kind of you. You shouldn't have. Okay, I'll let you have some privacy. If you need anything, just let me know. Thank you. Oh, it's Mr. Carter. Okay. Hello, Randolph Carter. Or should I say... the Demon God Pillar. Oh my god, it's actually him. When did you, figure it out? I mean, You just told me, Fox Boy! Oh my god, we Eggman'd him. We just Eggman'd him! I see. Well, that's alright. You're my guests. That much hasn't changed. As your host, the very least I can do is give you a warm welcome. In fact, I came here to thank you for pacifying my niece after she gave everyone such a fright. No problem. It seemed a fitting show of gratitude after all I hear your kin did for my niece. Is it so strange? I'm far from the first demon god pillar to raise a human or have a southern accent, despite the fact that southern accents apparently weren't invented in this time and everyone pretty much sounded British, but well, that's alright. And my own special trait comes from towns after all. That's why it doesn't bother me to present myself as human, or to wear clothes, or to live in a house. In fact, I find it rather comforting. I suppose it'd be fair to say that such things are precisely what led me to split from Goatia's consciousness. They feared death too much, to the point that they became fixated on it. I'm not like Fornius or Hagenti, nor do my values align with any of the other members of the 5 envoys, namely Bale, Zepar, Andras, and Phoenix. Now then, is there anything else you'd like to discuss? Yo, you here to kill us? I want you to understand my objective. No one will help you make a more rational decision. More like it'll help you manipulate us better. Why not tell us all this from the start, because I failed with that batch. But now the time is right for me to tell you the truth. Like you tell us any truth that might not further your own goals. I don't listen to anything he says, Tanner. It's the best thing you can do here. Otherwise, you're falling into the same trap as the Queen of Sheba, one of your own making. You know, 50,000 people's lives are at stake here. I am trying to save her. I promise that much from the bottom of my heart. Yeah, but what did you do to her? Tanner? Goatia's objective was to save mankind. That has been true ever since we were born. That is precisely why Salem and Abigail Williams were chosen. Salem is positioned on the border of sanity and madness, the wisdom of the Middle Ages and the darkness. Oh, the wisdom of the modern age and the darkness of the Middle Ages are so closely entwined here as to be almost completely indistinguishable. There's no other place where the two extremes of humanity's nature are so clearly laid bare. Furthermore, Abigail's blessed with a rare talent. Talent? You mean her aptitude as a witch? Abigail is pure and innocent. She's better suited as a medium than a witch. Lavinia had talent for it as well, but Abigail was leaps and bounds beyond her. She was everything I could have hoped for and more. Thanks to her, I am certain to succeed. So, what are you planning on making her do? Don't get me wrong, I'm not making her do anything. She will do this because she chooses to. She will complete the great work that we could not, the salvation of mankind, and she will do so through great pain. It is pain that is the basis for human happiness. Nothing in the world could be more valuable. Everyone feels pain in equal measure. Without it, well, we would all cease to be human. It is worth far more than love or death could ever hope to be. Abigail will be its harbinger. Tomorrow, when the courthouse opens at dawn, she'll be tried as a witch. And all is going well. Many have tried to save Abigail before, but none have ever succeeded. Even I was not up to the task. Well, that is why I invited Caldia here again. I expect great things of you, Mr. Tanner. Great things indeed. I mean, I probably won't be much help from the gallows. Yep, you fell right for the trap, and I ended up busting out some pretty flashy spells. Sorry about that. Wait, hang on, wait, yeah, what do you mean by that, batch, Carter? Don't tell me you've been repeating the last several days trying to produce results. That's playing dirty in multiple senses of the word. Have you no shame? Wait, you've been looping time to recreate history? Repeat, loop, recreate? What would be the point of that? I have no interest in moving backward. I only want to move forward towards suffering. All I did was compress that process. I sped up the cycle of life and death. It's possible to do that within the bounds of a town, especially after I secured a source of magical energy. I tested for optimal conditions, made adjustments, invited guests, which were an indispensable factor. So you've been repeating that over and over with no real endgame to speak of, huh? Wait, I mean, life isn't something for you to toy with, dude. It seems you have the wrong idea. Not one person in Salem is here against their will. Even you have all met the necessary conditions. That is why I invited you. That was the guard. It seems that visiting hours are up. Hey, we're not done with our questions. Yeah, one last thing. Whose body is that? At this point, it's mine. I am Randolph Carter. I'm also a bird sometimes. But don't you worry about that. I'm amazed how well you can see in these dark woods, Robin. I can barely keep up with you. I'm actually the son of a forest sage, believe it or not. That said, even I can't tell night from day here. There's our little albino girl. Lavinia. Thank goodness we found you before the court reconvenes at dawn. We're not here to capture you, I promise. We only want your help. No. Forget it. Oh, running away again, are we? For all those other false Frenchie never ran. See? Sensen. Idiot, you're such an idiot. Thank you, Lavinia. Are you feeling better now? If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you about your situation and how you got here. We can't bring you back to the village now for many reasons, but I hope you'll at least take advantage of the fire and Robin's cloak to stay warm. Thanks. The demon god pillar brought me and my family here and threatened us. I knew this Salem wasn't supposed to be here because even the time period was wrong, but we couldn't run away. The demon god pillar had us all trapped. Me, my parents, and my grandfather. We tried wagons, sailboats, but none of us could ever leave. When the demon god pillar appeared and gave us orders, it always looked like a wriggling, raven black pillar. A really grotesque creature. What did the demon god pillar ask your family to do? Nothing. Huh? Nothing? All he said was do what must be done. We Whatleys come from a line of alchemist mages. Our greatest wish has always been for the outer god to descend here. Oh, it's hilarious because literally between parts I watched Vinny Vinesauce play Sucker for Love, which is where you date an elder god, and boy, that was a bit of a mood swing. It's been a closely guarded secret for generations, but somehow the demon god pillar knew about it, and he was very interested. I eventually understood why while I was investigating Salem. There were foreign guests here, ones who came before us. I think we were probably the sixth ones, and I think there used to be other people here that the demon god pillar forced to serve him. You figured that out from the graves in the forest? I noticed 6 pretty shabby looking graves there. Some of them were still empty too. That's right, that is the altar, but I still couldn't see the whole picture. I think the natives that killed Abigail's parents and the wharf and trade ships that shouldn't exist in this time were probably also guests. And Tituba was probably one of them too. Oh wait, whoops. And Tituba was probably one of them too. Abigail adored that woman. She always seemed special. For a time, I suspected she was actually controlling everything, but then she was executed. Now, I think all of you and Hopkins must be the 7th guests. That's so? Well, which of us was the uninvited one? Maybe Judge Hopkins was originally supposed to be the 7th guest. And if so, does that mean we're the ones who ray-shifted here unexpectedly? Or had the demon god pillar accounted for us as well? No, that can't be right, and that would mean this is not all going on as the demon god pillar planned. That said, I don't think there's much time left, either for us or the demon god pillar. Between Judge Hopkins and us, we really made a mess of things here in Salem, didn't we? What's this outer god stuff all about? Is it a god like Crom Crouch that demands sacrifices and whatnot? No answer to that one, eh? Something doesn't add up. I don't understand why a demon god pillar would seek another divine being when he already has godlike power. Rob just gets off on twisted crap like that, but really just likes the idea of dominating humans. Case in point, he went out of his way to recreate these sick witch trials. But would that really be enough for him to split off from Goetia? Not too long ago, Cersei passed along a message to Neza from jail, and Neza gave it back to me. She said that the demon god pillar showed up looking like Mr. Carter, and that he says that his mission here is to save mankind. Carter. Apparently he's taking a different approach from Goetia, whose plan focused on storing up unimaginable amounts of magical energy. But what could it be? What are you two talking about? Are you Kabbalists? Rosicrucians? Freemasons? I can't imagine you used to be mercenaries or soldiers. Oh, I guess you could say we're stargazers. Alright. Since Senpai isn't here now, I'll tell you about the organization we belong to, Caldia. Whoa, you serious about this, Mash? In exchange, will you tell us everything you know about this secret outer god, please? I'm sure it'll help us with Senpai and Cersei's trial, and that it'll help us save Abby from her predicament. Okay, I'll tell you. I'm already dead anyway. I tried to sacrifice everything to the outer god, but I failed. I feared for my life, so I ran away. Because of that, my prayers never reached him. Nothing wrong with wanting to stay alive, Lavinia. I'm sure Abby and Sanson feel the same way. Mash. Where's Abigail? Abby is being confined in the house where Hopkins was staying. I refused to leave the guards be until they put her there. That prison is no place for a young girl. Afterwards, Matahari, Neza, and I snuck over there to visit her. But we couldn't see inside, so we still don't know what she's doing. I'm worried about her fever. My family, my grandfather, started to change after we were brought here. He started to believe he was feuding with Abigail's parents, even though he wasn't. Our perceptions were distorted in the same way. But despite that, my family's wish never changed. If anything, it made Grandfather even more eager to complete the ritual of descent. It was dangerous to do that in this village, but there was nothing I could... I think Ritual of Descent was also in Vinny's Sucker for Love as one of, like, there was like a... In that Cthulhu dating sim, yes, you have a book that you go through different procedures. I think that one was the one that starts everything going bad. Lavinia. Abigail followed me everywhere. It was really annoying. She wasn't like the other villagers. But my grandfather thought he hated her parents and that Abigail was hiding something, so I pretended to be friends with her. She was curious about the outside world, so I taught her the ritual of descent with a fake grimoire. It was always my job to catch birds and animals to be sacrificed. She was so happy playing with the six-sided star altar, she called it a holy symbol. It was our own secret game. Over time, I started to go mad myself. Memories of things I'd never seen started flooding into me. It made me feel like I had grown up in Salem. I don't even know about any comet. Sounds like it was pretty rough for you too, Lavinia. No, it wasn't. The one who had it roughest is... The outer god is the god of the Great Gate and the key. The 6 doors, up, down, left, right, front, and back, represent all possible dimensions, and this outer god is enshrined beyond the ultimate gate, the outside of our universe where light can never reach. But despite that, he also borders all possible dimensions and is tied to all possible things. Some know him as Sut Typhon, but in the Book of Iban, that's been with our family for generations, the outer god is described as the all-in-one, the one-in-all. Okay, my background on my computer just changed, and it freaked me out when she said that. Like, it changed to a black background, and I'm like, frick! So, I'm guessing Sut Typhon is... So, Sut Typhon is the name of the god there. Interesting. Oh, okay, we got... Oh, Final Knot. Okay, so we're still going here, huh? We still got stuff... Oh boy. Well, we got a... It looks like just a lot of different enemies here. Okay. So let's go with, who would we want? What would be good. Probably if they're all just different types, a Berserker would be useful. Why not Hercules? Hercules Hercules. What Nintendo Hercules? So then I got my not kill Berserker, but do I not have a Berserker? Well, Berserker became grinding team, right? This is just my big strong team then. And we can get 10, so we'll give you chance to trigger guts. Why not? Let's go, gamers. Except we're gonna switch you off for where is you? I like you better. So yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's go. Section 8, Final Knot. The next morning, Salem, day 8. So it's not just a week. Okay. It's a more time. Town Hall, Provisional Court. Sorry, wait, what? Evil everywhere. Spreading, overpowering, rampant. Guess I don't need to bother with this disguise anymore. Nobody's paying attention to us. Matahari, look at those two. What, that they were both executed alongside me?
Brrr! Brrr!
They are ghouls over there, and over here, ghouls everywhere. I don't understand. Even ones I could have sworn we defeated are here. Maybe they're like Tituba and they keep reviving as long as they have a role to play? Apparently, living people as well mixed in, besides these monsters. What is it, Neza? Why do you keep glaring at everyone? There's nothing here but monsters. Granted, it would feel pretty amazing to just let loose and go all out against these things. And again, if the way they're looking at us is anything to go by, it may come to that. I was looking for Sanson. However, not here. As I expected, that is a relief. He always was a heavy sleeper. So it's technically daybreak now, even though the day hasn't broken. This town is looking more and more like the set of a damn zombie movie. Did the Bible call this again? The Last Supper? No, that was one of Da Vinci's most famous paintings. Perhaps you meant The Last Judgment from the Book of Revelation? Oh, I guess you're familiar. Yeah, no, this has nothing to do with Last Supper. It's Last Judgment. Yeah, I guess you're familiar with it. By the way, Robin, I can't thank you enough for your help yesterday and for keeping an eye on Senpai in prison all night. Hey, don't worry about it. I wasn't gonna let them take advantage of the confusion and execute Master in secret. Robin is such a G between this and the like the summer event. He's actually such a good character. There's Senpai and Circe. I see Abby's here too. I guess she made it through the night okay, but she still seems awfully depressed.
This court is now in session. Will the defendant please step forward?
Well, ain't this a lovely view? Defendant, Circe.
This court will now review the charges leveled against the Tanner Company's child actress, Circe, who stands accused of being a witch.
Excuse me, I'm the actress, yes, actress. Get it right, jeez.
Circe, you're accused of practicing witchcraft in public. A large number of people in this very courtroom will can attest to that personally. Do you admit your guilt in this matter?
Yes, I've got no choice.
The Book of Exodus clearly states, "Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live."
Yeah, except for the fact that the Book of Exodus and everything in the Old Testament was pretty much made moot when Jesus said, "Yo, just be kind to each other, G." That's something that a lot of religious people don't even really get. Jesus' Sermon on the Mount completely destroyed the Old Testament, because the Old Testament said stuff like, you know, if your daughter shall lay with a man, you shall stone her, and like, if you eat figs, you're gonna go to hell, and if you wear clothing weaved up, all of Leviticus is bullshit, basically. Guys, I taught religion. I can tell you everything in the Old Testament is garbage. Jesus came around and was like, Hey, here's some rules. I'll tell you. Blessed is everyone. Jesus was an OG.
Can you tell this court why you went against God's teaching and studying your hands in witchcraft?
I couldn't care less about your piddling little god. The only divinity I worship is Hecate, goddess of witchcraft and necromancy. But I will say this. The only reason I used witchcraft back there was to keep innocent people safe. I never meant any harm.
You admit your foul deeds of your own accord. I commend your honesty. While your crimes are still punishable by death and shall never be forgiven, I will grant you mercy in light of your honesty. Executioner, attach heavy weights.
Wow! Wow! That's not mercy at all.
Attach heavy weights to her feet to ensure her hanging as quick as painless.
Yes, Your Honor.
Forget that. Burn her. It's not an execution if she doesn't suffer through it. Witches deserve to be burned at the...
It's like, Margaret, you're just mad that your husband beats you.
Birthright cookie roasted.
I see, so that's what that feels like. Thanks, I hate it. You did the best you could. You're up next, Tanner. And just so you know, I'm afraid my death-faking medicine won't work on you. Hee Oh, because it's poison-based? Oh, shoot. Defendant, Tanner.
Tanner, you stand accused of many crimes. Foot-related ones especially. Rest of the allegations from Mr. Carter. Tell us, officer, were you able to corroborate these claims?
I did find the remains of a campsite in the woods, Your Honor. But I'm afraid it was already deserted, so I can't say for sure if Tituba was staying there.
I see. I shall put Mr. Carter's allegations aside for the moment.
The place kind of seems full of the living dead, you know?
It is no sin for one to revive on one's own...
Oh, this is hot garbage.
It is one of God's greatest miracles. Brrr.
Oh, Osborne's a ghoul.
Where can I find a female corpse? Someone give me a young female corpse.
Oh, it's him. I guess he must have died in the riot. You know, I was wondering what all these girls were going to eat once there's no more corpses left to go around. Themselves, their very sins. The desire to atone can never be satiated. It is one of the great impurities.
Next accusation leveled against Tanner is...
That's it, I've had enough. Even if Mr. Ringmaster did do something bad, it's not his fault. It's because he has always tried to help others, whether me or someone else, without worrying about himself or how it might look. What about me? I'm a witch, remember? You saw that plain as day, right? Why are you trying to frame innocent people when you have a real witch right here in front of you? No, that won't do at all. There must be a clear, unmistakable motive. Otherwise, my objective will never be met. I need atonement. I love how we've gone to the point of everyone here is so insane about witches, that Carter's over here being like, yes, my final atonement. And everyone, and there's ghouls, and they're all like, yeah, well, whatever, we need to worry about the witches. They're gone crazy. My niece is lying. She's on one of those flights of fancy so common to girls her age. It's no surprise that a skilled performer would have any number of tricks up his sleeve intended to mislead anyone who might cross his path. And of course, he could just as easily use those tricks to have others take the fall for his own misdeeds. Uncle Carter. If I may address the spectators directly, would you mind if I led this court's proceedings for a moment? I trust that's all right with you, Your Honor.
Very well, I shall permit it. You are certainly qualified to practice.
What? No, he's not. Thank you, Your Honor. The whole atmosphere just changed in an instant. They're done with the pretense. As you will soon see, these traveling performers are directly responsible for Abigail's sins. First of all, let us refresh our memories pertaining to her first sin. Defendant Abigail Williams. Abby? Why? She does not speak. Wait, what? Mash is okay with this? This pertains to the events that befell Abigail's parents. I created the first Salem with... He's just explaining to them! I mean, I get it, he controls them all, but it's like, oh my god. I created the first Salem with great attention to detail, my goal was to recreate history faithfully. However, it began to diverge from the moment of its creation. Humans truly are strange creatures. Even faced with identical situations, the outcome will differ in ways both large and small. But the one thing that remained constant was that a girl named Abigail Williams was always at the center. I decided I had to keep a very close eye on the girl. Though the Williams' death may have been caused by a gun misfiring, a wagon overturning. Why is it saying my encoding is overloaded? Like, what's it running right now? Why is it doing that? Recorder, OBS, why are you so bad? Can I turn down the video quality even while I'm doing this? Okay, let's go recording. Turn down the bit rate to 10,000. Quality might dip a bit, but oh well. Though the Williams' wagon overturning, young Abigail's actions were always ultimately behind them. That was when we first met, wasn't it, Abigail? Yes, Uncle. Mother went quiet. Father's neck got tangled in the reins. In the sky above the woods, there were many black birds. Now, I just heard one. Now, let us address her next sin. In the second Salem, I inadvertently allowed Caldia to enter. It was an act of interference I never foresaw, stemming from from a single one of their observational instruments. Florus's near-future observation lens Sheba, a highly advanced hybrid of science and magecraft capable of acquiring highly detailed visual data. This is where everyone should be going. What's going on? When the demon god pillars acted contrary to Goetia's expectations, it was able to observe and restrain them. A detestable feature that was equal parts safety and liability. And as if to prove that point, it had scrounged up what little intelligence it had, and then had the temerity to act on its own accord, summoning a heroic spirit and sending it to this very land. Apparently, the Queen of Sheba was the only human Goetia ever trusted. What a disgusting display of sentiment. How anyone could feel such things is beyond me. At any rate, Sheba detected the surviving demon god pillar and alerted Caldia. Then it overloaded the heroic spirit summoning system and used itself as a catalyst to send a single heroic spirit to Salem. I will admit it was a quick and expeditious act. At that point, the Salem phenomenon had devoured the magical energy of the 50,000 people inside and was proceeding at 105,000 times normal speed. This heroic spirit's interference caused it to slow down dramatically. However, doing so exhausted the heroic spirit, and the potency of her abilities was greatly reduced. Yes, that reminds me, whatever happened to the real Tituba Abigail? She became a ghoul. She's still in the woods even now. That's right. It was your suggestion, and it was a truly wonderful one. As I recall, ghouls consume the mind of the dead, thereby becoming one with them, isn't that right? I heard another bird. Now let us address her third sin. Although the heroic spirit had been rendered nearly powerless, slowing down time had a hugely detrimental effect on the test's efficiency, and I had already used up the fifth Salem. With time and magical energy running out, I began to grow reckless. It was then that I asked you for advice. What was it that you said to me? I said I would like to have a friend. One who is a poor, lonely child completely forsaken by God. And even if God didn't love her, I could. Who the hell opened up a door? Ah.
Lavinia Wesley!
Lavinia, you shouldn't be here. Run. No. It's time I had my day in court, too.
Lavinia Wesley, if you have decided to stop fleeing and are prepared to answer for your crimes, you are welcome in my court.
Thank you, Lavinia.
Return. I've always wanted to eat her. I can't wait any longer. Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Back off, buddy. No one lays a hand on our witness while we're around. Mr. Carter, I've got some evidence too. Oh, really? Well, if it would help these proceedings go smoothly, I would be happy to hear it. Sure, here it is. It's powder of Ibn Ghazi, designed to make spirits materialize. Want to know whose corpse I made it from? If you're going to hold a trial, it needs to be on even ground. It's not fair for you to be the only one in a mask. Now show yourself. Great, thanks for all the help. Now I can get into this courthouse's bounded field in my true form. Oh, Queen of Sheba! I haven't handled a demon god in a long time, but don't worry, it's just like riding a bike. Now then, Demon God Pillar Realm, if you're going to show your true identity and use your full power, then I have no qualms about expanding the scope of negotiations. Okay, Master of Chaldea, you're all set. As long as I'm here in this courtroom, nothing you do will break any religious precepts. And you'll no longer have to worry about an intelligence debuff. I promise you, square deal. Thanks, Your Majesty. No need for thanks. We can talk price later.
Burn the witches, burn them, burn them.
The hell, does this mean every villager here was already a ghoul to begin with? Guess so. That means they're even better at disguises than us, much as it pains me to admit it. So by day they're rational people, by night they're voracious ghouls. I don't know if Abigail affected them or if they affected Abigail. Whatever the case, they're clearly not holding back anymore. That's true, but even so, they were all human when this began. Perfectly ordinary humans who simply had the misfortune of finding themselves trapped in this Salem. Everyone's like that once you get past the surface. You never have to worry about this with animals. I was careless, negligent. Do we need to eradicate them? They're all coming at us at once. What should we do, Master? We're gonna beat them and the Demon God Pillar. Maybe picking that team was a bad idea then. Is that Tuba? No, that's... oh god, she's freaking out. Not again. How many times has it been? I'm sick of it, sick of it. Abby, look at me.
Her fourth sin was inviting the souls of sinners here to Salem. She summoned those who took part in humanity's witch trials out here and did it so most mercifully. Traitors who let their fears get the better of them and sold their own families. Instigators who succumb to the sick irrelevant trapping others. Double-crossers who refuse to face the truth of torture machines in which they complicit. Hypocrites who waged, who went harangued all who would listen about their invisible demons so that they could see. Yes, they were able to make a reading. So weedy I could no longer satiate them. Well, even in death, they beg for redemption, so that they're entrusted their wish for forgiveness to a false grail.
Abigail? Alright. Well, this is a lot. This is a lot that's happening. There's just so much just kind of happening at once. I think the plot twist of Carter was a bird this whole time might be my favorite. Explains so much. Alright, we do have an Elder Ghoul back there too. Well, let's start with this. So that we can try and get rid of you. There we go. You got 100% meter. Okay. So he said no more intelligence debuff, but we still have the half-level debuff. Okay. Oof. Ow. Okay. 100%. Jeez. Alright. Let's do that then. This will almost assuredly... Well, we'll see. So close. Okay, don't kill Herc. Well, I mean, he still has... Oh! That damage! Yeah, attack her, please. And do a buff? Uh-oh. Rip Jean! Okay, didn't think that would happen so quick. Hello, Enya.
Ah! It's Team Stay Night! Let's go! Let's go, gamers!
Good stuff. Okay, next up. Whoa, what in tarnation is a Shantank? What the frick am I looking at? Is it a... What the frick? I don't trust like that. Okay. Let's see here. Critical strength up doesn't really matter. Attack up... Okay, let's do that just to deal big damage because you're going to be hurting a lot. Okay, so let's go... Actually, let's go... Like that. I should have done the 30% one, but that's fine. Okay. Okay, one guts. 2 guts. Oh boy. I'm gonna pop the evade on you right now, because why not? Cool! You love to see it. That's for one ally, never mind. Okay, let's go like this. Let's just try and get through that as fast as possible. Okay. Okay, just don't hit him again. Onyx Brilliance. Okay, we're gonna pop... Oh shoot, I used the wrong one, because that... Oh, no. Well, never mind. Time to just go ham, my man. Just do your best. If he survives and we can get another hit in, then I think we should be fine, but we'll see here. Okay. Alright. Okay. This should finish us off. Okay, there we go. Now, I don't know if the gift will give him enough there. We'll see here. Oh, it is Abby. Oh, we're battling Abby there at the end. Okay, did not think we'd do that. Okay. Mass Hysteria. What was that? Oh, that's her stun later ability. Okay, so I'm gonna try... Let's see here. Is this enough? No! Well, you're screwed. Now you do have a 70 on there, so let's do this. Go stupid, go crazy. Let's hit with that, please. Come on. No! You hate to not see it. Okay. Faithful prayer. Don't hit her. Rip her. Bye, dude. Well. Alright, here comes Gil. Well, I've had worse team compositions. Get your gather rate up, because you got it. Noble Phantasm gain, because that'll be helpful. And, you know, yeah, let's do attack up. Because then let's go 1, 2, 3. Big damage. Come on, crit. Okay. Because if we can get him up to enough meter... Oh, jeez, that crit. Oof. That sucks. Okay. Well. Do I want to try and get the meter with him to try and double up? Well, no, you're gonna die right away, so... We'll do just as much damage as we can. I picked a terrible team for this. I thought it was gonna be a bunch of enemies of different classes, but no, this is bad. Let's see. Hey, got a big crit at least.
待ってもうすぐ苦しめ
You're done.
苦しめ
Okay, you survived that. Oh boy, it's Angry Mango. Well, let's take your meter at least. You can't do that. Just do some of this to hopefully get both these boyos to have their meter. Because if Gil can do his super, we might pretty much just win it.
これでどう
You're done. Oh no.
苦しめ
I made a mistake. Solo Gil, though, might be able to do it. Decrease that. Great. Okay. Well. Time to go stupid. Alright. If you attack Mango, then we're fine. Because if it's solo Gil, then we can win. If it's solo Mango, then we're screwed. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we got this. Oh, the terror is gonna suck though. Okay. Alright. Well. Things could have gone better, but we'll see here. Let's do the 50-50 for the big there, because if the anti-servant will deal big damage at least. I don't want to have to redo this, but I might have to. That is nowhere near the amount I expected it to do. Okay. Okay, survive and don't get hit with the hysteria. Let's see here.
これでどう
Okay, good. Okay, we're good. Okay, we got attack up. And we can go 1, 2. Should I go for meter? Sure, we'll go for meter. Okay. Let's see here. This might, if we get crits, we might get this. Okay, nope. Crit? Nope. Just gotta survive one more. Just one more, my man. Oh, shit. Oh, well. Rip-a-roni.
すぐ苦しめ
Nah, let's see. Maybe she'll buff herself like 3 times. There's a chance. There's a chance. Right? Maybe she'll go buff. Well, shoot. Let's withdraw for now. Okay. Actually, I think, because just looking at the time here, we'll start next time, which I'll be recording today, because I have time. I'll start the next part with that battle done, so we can just hop on through. So I will see you guys next time for that then. Ciao.